It is Friday. There is hockey, and hopefully it is winning hockey. We will see. I've heard that we're not going to have kittens tonight. That's what the rumor is.
They might wake up.
They
Kittens
said-
are fickle creatures.
I've heard they're asleep. They're a sleepy bunch, those kittens. So yeah, welcome to the show on a Friday. We are here. We are live. We're gonna do some trivia. We've got someone who started second. Ian went with second,
But then
then
he went to
first,
first.
and then third, just in case. Danny got second, and Ian just goes one of those. One of those is probably correct. All right, so we're waiting on our third still, and all of the people that come after the third, because we do need a bunch of people in order to make this show go. I'm also going to put...
Shogo.
Yeah, the show go.
Shogo.
I'm going to copy the URL and send it to everybody. If you want to be a part of the show, it is a free-for-all Friday, so you're welcome to join us here in the Zoom room.
Zoom room.
We are going to have a bit of an abbreviated show today because hockey starts at 8.
And we got shit to do. But
And
we'll keep
so-
open the Zoom for everybody who wants to hang out afterwards.
Right. So we'll have an after party that people can hang out. We'll leave the Zoom meeting up, but for the people who would like to hang out, you can do that. And then for those people who are just here for the show, it will be done by 8. We are blowing through this. We're going to finish it very quickly. We've
Mama bitches.
right. That's our whole concept. We've got people on the Zoom. Hello, Zoom people. Danny and Karen have joined us.
Hi.
Karen, you're looking very fancy today. Maybe it is the dark top or something. It looks
Oh yeah, I see. It's like yeah.
you've gotten all dressed up for us. And,
Hello. I wore my best hoodie for you.
that's true. I'm sorry. Melissa's joined us again. This is the second time
It's the
we've had
cleanest
Melissa.
one I have.
That makes it the best.
Ooh,
The best one is the cleanest one.
do you want new hoodies? Do you want like a super bright orange one?
I have too many hoodies. Too many hoodies and too many sweaters.
I'm cleaning out my program
You could have
office,
more.
like,
Nice.
box. We have like hunter orange ones, like the
Ooh,
bright.
I don't know that I'd look so good in Hunter Orange, but I appreciate it.
Do you have any real big ones?
You prefer pullover or zips?
Depends on the day.
I think what size would you be looking for?
What does Melissa wear? She loves orange.
Oh, she does love orange. She'd probably wear like an XL, maybe a 2XL.
There you go. So you
Okay,
have
let me make a note.
there. So you have an option here. She's nuts
Okay,
about
great.
orange.
Just show up at her house, like, got you this. Can I pet your cow?
Yeah,
She has 3 cows now, by the way.
3 cows.
Yeah.
I want a mini cow.
Hers is pretty small.
Yeah, there's one that's kind of small. I wouldn't say it's not like a teacup cow or anything like that. Oh, there you go.
That is definitely
Holy
orange.
crap, that is
Yeah.
orange. She would totally wear that trail riding
Yeah,
so as not
Yeah.
to get, shot or anything.
that's important. So things you don't want to have happen. Hey, Nico. So where are our
Just in
kittens?
case, just in case, I have to jump off at a couple minutes before 8:15 to go and sing happy birthday to somebody in another Zoom, and then I'll be back.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
good.
You've
Hey,
got
Craig, I know you.
hey, Craig's here.
I haven't seen you
exist.
in a few days.
Oh, we have Mr. and Mrs. Poopy as the cat cam today.
Mr. and
Not so
Mr. Poopy.
anymore.
Oh yeah, Mr. and Mr. Poopy. Two
I mean, they're still
misters.
poopy, just an appropriate kind of poop.
Today.
I like how I wore a black sweater so you could really see the cat. Super helpful.
They're so cute.
I like that
Oh.
the cat cam has 0 cats and 1 foot.
And
So
you
are
shake
still
it all
on the
about.
screen, or are you adopting?
We don't know yet. They just started getting solid poops, so they just started getting
Oh,
solid
we're
Oh, we're
hearing
echoing.
a little bit of echoing happening. I think maybe on the cat cam.
No, cat cam has no echoing happening. I think maybe on the cat
Oh
cam,
wait, no, I bet I
you
have
your
the other
sharing
thing open. Yeah.
There's something
oh,
going
Nico
on.
has Facebook and Twitch open.
Ah, okay, that would make sense.
All the bad things.
Yeah.
All of the things.
How old are the kittens? Diana wants to know.
They just turned 7 weeks, so one more week. They turn 8 weeks, and we can get them to the vet and get them all their shots and be wormed. And although I think they're already pretty good on worms, we haven't seen any more. They have to do the second dewormer.
Yeah.
It's important to do the second one.
Yes.
Mhm.
I just feel like it's awfully difficult for any of those worms to have been swimming upstream all that time.
Yeah. They're we haven't decided if we're gonna keep them yet, so
You don't want it to be like antibiotics, where you don't take all of your course of antibiotics and you get super bugs. You don't
Yep.
want super worms.
Super worms.
That was the worst Marvel franchise ever.
Super worms.
they're so different. They're both so cuddly and adorable, but Frontier is like he'll start fights, you don't like to finish fights. I'll say that. he'll start picking on Bear over there, and then the second it starts getting too much, he starts crying like, "Let me in!"
Aww.
Oh.
I think we have 10 people if we count Mordecai, who's not technically. I
He's
mean,
getting that.
yeah.
And then Bear now has no fear of anything, so we have a baby gate up, and he just leaps the baby gate right into
Yeah.
the middle of the house, and he's like, "Yep, that was fun while that lasted."
Oh, and he
Well,
leaves the little runty
I'm
one
near enough.
behind.
If you decide really willing to give them up, or at least one of them up, let me know.
Oh, look.
I absolutely will. I'd love to know they're going to good homes. So
We
yeah.
keep him in the trivia family.
See it every Friday.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to move the Kent and Cam to their. They love to sleep in this cage, which is so funny. They've never been in this cage for any reason. We had it out to just in case our other cat we could put the kittens in here while the other cat like explore.
hmm
The other cat basically ignores them. Like he pretends they're not here or that they don't exist. So he's no hissing, no weirdness. He's just like, what's in there? I don't know. Those look like rats. I don't care.
Is it food? No, not food.
Can I
Don't
eat it?
care.
Yeah, I mean, when the one leaped over the baby gate, he was like, "Oh no!" and he just walked away.
No, no, no.
The things that came out of that room, you haven't been.
Mom,
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what this thing is, but it's covered in poop.
I mean, yeah, they all day have been pooping solid and covering it up, and I haven't had to do any
What?
maintenance. So
This is a
Yay, they're
big
becoming
cat mom
real
moment.
cats.
they're becoming real cats. I feel better about adopting them out once they're real cats. And they have been sleeping they're letting us, they don't need the same attention, so I can get at least a solid 6 hours. So I go to bed at like 9. Adrian goes to bed at like midnight, so he feeds them right before he goes to bed. Then I get up at 5 for work, and then I see them again. So they're totally been fine overnight. So
Adrian just got up and ran somewhere.
So, Nico, I will say this. This is a little last minute, but I think we're going to go out to Burke Lake Park tomorrow and play disc golf.
I
So-
can't.
It's the rain.
Tomorrow's my nerd game day.
Ah, well, then definitely do that. Is it raining all day tomorrow?
But it's
I-
like 60% all day.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Sunday's better, but
If
still.
you change
likely.
your mind and go Sunday, my discs are in, and I'm super excited to find out what to do.
All right. Maybe we'll do both. We'll see.
All
All right.
Now that you're not delivering an entire truck to our land,
Yeah.
all of the crap you
Oh,
were
I
gonna
was
do.
really excited about that. I found that somebody had built like a fiberglass or ordered, I guess. They were giving it away on Facebook Marketplace. It was like a big fiberglass, almost like a camper for the back of a truck. Except it wasn't a camper, it was just a shell, but it was like really tall too. It wasn't like the normal shells where it's just makes it look like an SUV. It's one that made it look like a camper. And I was like, that's going to be awesome. We get that. We drop it off the truck and we can make like either a tiny house or we can use it for storage. But it was actually stolen. So we, not stolen, but somebody got it.
Somebody snatched it up before we
Is
did.
somebody calling me or are they calling you?
Oh, wait, are we getting calls?
Yeah,
Somebody's calling
somebody's
me.
getting a call. It's you?
No.
Oh. I'm not seeing it on my
Other side.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. Well, hopefully they will stop calling us. Let's do this. We've got Trey is here, so there's absolutely
totally have
10
enough
people. No chance at all that we don't have 10
Don't
people.
try to fix old fiberglass. It's the biggest suck ever.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't fix old fiberglass. This wasn't like a nice car or anything. It was just basically a fiberglass box. So what I would have done is just gotten that like Flex Seal tape stuff and put it on there if
I was
it
just
needed
gonna
it.
say, flex tape that bitch.
Yeah, that's all I would have done. If it was leaky, it would have been like, that's good. That's fine. That's what you're going to be now. But somebody else picked it up. But tomorrow I am going to pick up a meat slicer.
You're on the corner.
A meat slicer.
Yeah, I'm going to get a meat slicer.
So Craig understands what I'm talking about. He's turning into Peter with like the auctions and the Facebook Marketplace.
Not really. I just looking for things I like.
It's just so cute.
I was like,
My daughter's trying to take a peek at the kittens.
oh, look at the kittens. They're sleeping.
Sleepy kittens.
But yeah, somebody was selling one of those metal like meat slicers for like $40, and I was like, in.
You
Oh, good view.
have
of
enough
kittens.
meat to slice?
I will make meat to slice. This is an
I know
excuse.
you've got like a quarter of a cow.
Yeah.
People, if I disappear,
Yeah, we ordered like a quarter of a cow with like Melissa, so we've got a bunch
We
of
got meat.
and it's not all like premium, right? It's going to be just like a chuck roast and things like that. So cutting that real thin seems like it would be a really good thing for at least leftovers, right? Because then you make sandwiches and stuff. But
we have the tiny, most useless fillets ever.
yeah, that's true. We could make that. I figured I could do like bulgogi. I could just get like ribeyes and I could slice them thin and then stir fry them up, and that'd be pretty great. So all kinds of things that I can think about.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. All right, so
Craig's
let's
in.
do this. Question number 1.
Whoa.
What?
Way to jump the gun there,
Why am I jumping the gun?
because I wasn't. scrolling
Only
to the
30
finish.
seconds left.
What is the most common metal found in the Earth's crust?
I would say butter, right?
Butter.
That has to be the right. It's how it gets flaky and delicious.
I've never thought of the Earth's crust as flaky and delicious.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's the most flaky, delicious part of the earth. Name a flakier, more delicious part of the earth. Is it the molten core? No, it'll burn your mouth.
It's the crust. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Years of Hot Pockets have trained me for that.
Right.
How's work going, Craig?
Interestingly,
Oh,
That doesn't sound good.
that's
it's,
not what I thought you were going to say.
What has happened to you? What are you allowed to
Well,
speak of it? Do you need a doll to point at?
no, we're getting up to speed.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's very evident that we've been off for 5 months.
That'll happen.
So you've got those of us like me who spend their free time doing mental games to keep themselves sharp for work.
Right.
And you've got the people that just don't.
Well, of course, yeah. They're like, I've got time off. I'm just gonna eat Hot Pockets and burn my mouth, and that's it.
Yep.
So, well, that's that can be
I'm
frustrating.
also a bit of an overachiever. Very high standards.
Well, we'll break you of that soon enough. That's what this show is about, lowering your expectations. All right, we've got a bunch of answers in. Time is up over on Facebook as well. So let's see what we've got. Let's see. We have Dio. with
Dio.
Dio.
I always say Dio. Yeah, it's Dio. So I assume that Ian's just saying any type of metal. That's what he's going
he
for.
is the type of metal.
He is the type of metal. So Motorhead doesn't count anymore.
Motorhead's not dead.
I
So
mean,
they're not in the earth.
yeah, he is.
Oh,
Yeah, he died. What's his name? The lead singer of Motorhead, Lemmy.
Lemmy.
Lemmy
Oh, yeah.
died.
He's not as fat as Dio. Dio has more mass.
Okay. Aluminum, iron, a lot of iron, metal, aluminum, mineral, silicone. Trey just started listing everything. He was like, it's either an animal, a vegetable, or a
I asked for a
mineral.
metal, and he was like, well, if what you're asking for is a metal, here's the answer. But if you're asking for something totally different, here's the different answer.
Here's an
Yeah, but
additional
it's
one.
Friday. We're getting closer to Sunday.
Yes.
And you're tricksty.
Shaggy is here. He was napping. Good. I'm glad you got a nap in. Silica says smiles. I think the problem there, I don't know, is silica a metal? I think not.
No.
I don't think of it as a metal.
It is a metalloid.
Is it? I don't know. Not sure.
It is.
Cop-
It's a metalloid.
A metalloid. Okay. Copper and iron are the other ones. Trey said, wouldn't he be a rare earth metal then? I guess, yeah. He's a fairly rare metal. Good metal. All right. It is a false question like carbon, says Septic, just so you know. Yeah. Carbon's not real, apparently.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting from that. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. There you go. We've got an actual lyric to link up with Ian. All right. So what is the correct answer?
Aluminum.
Aluminium is what Septic would say. Right?
Aluminium is what Septic would say.
Exactly.
Actually, what I typed, but then I realized I hadn't signed into Twitch.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Nico dropped her computer, but is back now. Oh, my goodness. That's not good hacking. That's not how you do that. Septic says because carbon is in everything. Wait,
Yeah, but
is it real or is it not real?
he says it's like a trick question because the answer is
Oh.
obviously carbon because carbon's in everything.
Carbon's not a metal, though.
Not a metal.
Yeah, you can make carbon steel, but that's when you add carbon to steel.
The Earth's crust is made of more silicon than anything else, but that's not a metal. It's a
Yeah.
metalloid.
Unfortunately. So
Carbonara.
it's made out of
Delicious.
carbonara? Yeah, that would be
And
delicious.
it's silicon, not silica.
Silicon.
They're different different things.
There you go.
Silica is the thing. It's just not the thing I'm referring to.
Nico wants to know if Danny has gotten a haircut.
No, Danny just got less lazy and shaved.
Well, that's a haircut.
That's a haircut.
You haircutted
I
yourself.
like it a lot.
Yeah, so this is what I look like when I actually shave.
Ah,
So, but this part, I've been growing out for 8 months, so.
that way you can do the samurai thing where you put the ponytail in the back.
Yeah.
That-
Or stick it up.
I like it. That would be more like the beaker thing. If you do
It would
straight
be
up.
more like you can do that once at church before people stare at you until you
You should make it orange and do straight up like beaker.
Oh, I've had a minister who got me to do that. So he's like, I will pay you $50 if you do that. on
Oh.
church day. I'm like, so I won't be allowed to be a minister. He's like, but you win $50.
I mean, that does sound good. All right. PJ Salt. What is PJ Salt? And it is also not the most abundant. Oh, what's the most abundant, Trey?
He was referring because Septic said carbon is in everything.
Oh,
and Trey said
carbon.
It's not a metal and it's also not the most abundant.
Because it's silicone.
Not cone, con.
Oh, con. All right.
And PJ Salt is an emoji used on Twitch when someone is salty about something,
Oh, I get it.
according to the internet.
I didn't know what
Thank you,
PJ
Craig.
was. I knew what salt was, but that makes sense. All right, let's go on to question number
For the
2.
love of God. Where in the body would you find the Bowman's capsule?
I would assume probably like it's in the fingers because that's what you pull the bow back with.
Good one.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Is that? You can tell me if I'm right.
I'm still really full of butter chicken.
It was pretty delicious. That was well done. We got it. It was out of a jar, at least the sauce bit. It was a pretty good jar of
There
butter
are
chicken
like
sauce.
9 butter chicken jarred sauces in the grocery store, and they're not all in the same aisle. It was very confusing, so I just picked the one with the prettiest label, and that's what we ate. One day I'm going to make butter chicken from scratch.
From scratch?
Today was not that day.
How is that even possible?
You have
It's
to
not
have a
that
lot
bad.
of spices that I don't happen to have.
I feel like
No, I say it's not hard, other than you have to have a lot of spices.
You
But
have
it's
to have
pretty
some
easy.
shit. Yeah.
I would imagine you have to have butter, right? That's
Cream,
There is
tomatoes.
actually there's not a lot of butter in butter chicken, believe it or not.
lies.
right?
These are lies.
Disappointing.
Yeah, so disappointed now.
I absolutely, because you have to brown the chicken before you put this delicious sauce on it for good brown food. And I absolutely fried my chicken in butter.
Seems like the right thing to do for butter chicken. All right, so time is up over on Facebook as well. It looks like we've got in the ear, the knee. I thought it was somehow referring to Pat, like the character from.
No, like Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Oh, okay.
Our friend
'cause
Patrick.
PJ. Gotcha. That makes sense. The neck, the groinal region.
That's what Craig says for any body part question.
That's all he thinks about is the groinal.
It will
region.
be right at some point.
It will. It will never be right.
That's never going to be the way the answer to something is phrased.
Yes,
Well, you know, there is always we write the questions.
that's true. The wrist, the kidney on the inside, says Trey. That's good. It's a 50-50 shot. And then it's not on the outside. That's good. The sinuses, that's widespread there.
That's a widespread.
That's a widespread. Yeah, the on the inside. Is that the vessel from the Fantastic Voyage? That thing could be anywhere. Oh, is that, or the magic bus? Any of those?
Yeah, the magic bus.
Yeah. There are like 5 ingredients and a bazillion spices.
I can taste all of them in my tummy.
I'll be right back. My tots are ready.
Yay!
See you in a bit. The problem with the bazillion spices is that I'm not really like into South American food. And so I like their steakhouses, but I'm not really like, I don't know if I dig the
Surprises
spice.
me considering your affinity for white rice. I feel like there's a lot of white rice.
Yes. I like fried rice better.
You do.
Some bazillion fried rice. Rice is really good if you want to eat like a million of something.
Yep.
That was by what's his name? Mitch Hedberg.
Yep.
Let's see. My friend Nabil makes a good butter chicken. His is pretty much the only one that I'll eat. All right. Well, we'll
We
invite him.
used to get Indian food catered. We get free lunch at work every Tuesday, and we used to have an Indian restaurant that catered, and they had dope butter chicken.
Oh. All right. So is it in the ear?
No.
Is it in the knee?
Nope.
Is it in the neck?
Absolutely not.
Is it in the groinal region?
No.
No. Oh. All right. Is it in the wrist?
Nope.
Is it in the kidney?
Hell yeah.
Nice. Although Karen made a really good guess because there is some other sac thing that's in your wrist. And I don't know what that is offhand. But when you get there's a certain
There we
type
go.
there's a certain type of they're called Bible cysts.
Wrist.
Bible cyst. Look up Bible cyst.
Bursa?
Yeah. And so when that gets inflamed, you can get a cyst on your wrist and you can fix it by hitting it with a really heavy book. And so they're called Bible.
Your cyst is on my wrist. I said your cyst is on my wrist.
Exactly. And so, yeah. And how you solve it, they would solve it by just slamming your wrist with a Bible and it would go away.
Septic.
Alcohol is one hell
Septic
of
is
a
having a
thing.
very good Friday night. He says, well, what if you don't have kidney? Alcohol is one hell of a thing.
Hey, I've never heard of slamming a Bible on a Bible cyst. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taken like 23 different courses and I've never heard that. I mean,
Look it up.
thank you. Oh,
It's a miracle.
oh.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do. You slam it down. You go, it's a miracle. Hallelujah. And it's gone.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to question number 3.
What is the collective noun for a group of baboons?
Shaggy says he's gotten those cysts a couple of times.
There's multiple answers. I will accept any of them.
Any of the correct answers for a collection of baboons?
Yes.
Is it called a trivia of baboons?
Nope.
No. All right. That was just a guess. I was just
How's
going
your
out there.
tots, Craig?
A Zoom meeting of baboons.
Let's see a tot. Put it right up to the camera. Let's
Oh,
see it in
all
all
right.
of its glory.
I got to go over
I
to
gotta
the-
find a good one. They're
Yeah.
not all equally golden.
Craig went with Congress. Nico has seconded Congress. I think they're trying to push this through even if it's not right.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Did you go straight tots or do you have a topping of any type or
Barbecue sauce.
all right, barbecue sauce and tots. That is good.
I think I may have actually made too many.
The
I
hell
only
you
ever happened
say?
once,
Mm-hmm.
and it was horrible.
I somehow put Ian in here twice.
The good news is you have plenty of time to eat them still because you're 8 years old. All right, time's up. Let's go over to the chat and see.
Oh, I messed up the scoring somehow.
Oh, all right. Nothing wrong with that.
It'll be fine. I just had double Ian all the way across the sky.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Everybody likes a little double Ian.
What are you making, Ian?
Pants to go with the vest.
Oh. Let's take
You're
That is
man
a
of many
snappy
talents, Ian.
vest.
let's take a look at the fancy vest over here. Time's
Yeah.
up over on Facebook as well.
I'm thinking about putting a black piping on it to make the collar pop.
I feel
I
like
like that idea.
I feel like white would be better.
On red?
Yeah.
You're thinking the prisoner.
I mean, I'm always thinking the prisoner,
Well, that's fair.
especially
I
around
don't
the
want to be chased by giant beach balls, though.
groinal area.
What about a darker red, Ian? With like a dark.
Ooh, like a burgundy?
Yeah.
Like a Ron Burgundy.
Could do that. I have
Or you
the
could
black
just-
fabric, though.
Stick to your
Oh,
original
okay.
plan and tell us to go to hell is also
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
I'll consider a dark red. I just I would need to go back to the fabric stores for that.
Fabric stores are so fun, though.
That's true.
I know. Did you need an excuse? We can give you one. We also think it should have more patches. You need to go back to the fabric store now. See that?
Bazinga.
There's no patches. It's all
It's
If I don't
bespoke.
tell you you need to add patches, then you have no reason to go to the store. So
Oh, it's bandana material.
it's
Oh, I love
bandana
it.
material.
Ah, nice. All right, so we went with a bunch of people went with Congress. Some other people went with Nico says Baboon Girl Scout Troop, and a couple other people said Troop and Society, and then Septic also went with Dictatorship. A baboon dictatorship. All right, so what is the correct answer?
There are three: a flange,
Nope.
a congress,
Ah,
and a troop.
And a troop. So it was Craig who got that first, and then everybody else who got Congress or troop.
I like society as a guess, Melissa. That was good.
Yeah, that's a good guess. All right, let's move on to question number 4.
Question number
Living
4.
outside of DC, that little bit of trivia pops up like 3 times a month.
Yeah. Who sang with Elton John on "Don't Go Breaking My Heart"? Don't you do it.
Ian's going with Dio.
I wouldn't go with Dio.
God, I don't remember her whole damn name.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the whole shebang on this one.
I mean, if you could give us one of the names, probably pretty good. Ian has gone with Keith Richards.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I knew it, Craig.
They nailed it at the same time.
Son of a bitch.
They tied, and both doing Thomas Ravello Riddle.
Son of bitch.
To be fair, Thomas Ravello Riddle has a beautiful voice.
You cannot combine answers with Nico.
Nico and Craig are apparently soulmates. We just didn't know about it up until now. All right, time is up. Let's go. over
Hey, I
to
like
chat.
the friend matchmaking we've been doing on this show. That's
Yeah.
really been a highlight for me.
I feel like it's been good. I think we've done a lot of really good
We're
work.
gonna have a kitten
It's like
exchange
Indian
happen.
matchmaking, but less awkward.
Yes. It's like, it's just lunch. Seriously, that's all it's gonna ever be. Calm your ass down. That's my new company. It's a long name, but I think it really rings. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. Let's go back to Zoom and look at all these goofballs. We've got some Karens here.
I need glasses.
Melissa and Karen both going with Karens. I don't know if they think that that's the person's name or if they were throwing a Karen, but because it could have been just the singer.
It's true, but I did say you need their first and last name.
That's
so
true.
It wouldn't count anyway.
So Keith Richards, Hillary Clinton says septic. Not a singer, I don't believe.
You don't know what that woman does in the privacy of her own home.
Nico went with Kiki something, and Trey went with something D. And then Danny has Kiki D along with Smiles. And
We're
Trey,
like all the pieces of Voltron, just not together.
yes, Trey wants to know if they can combine answers.
No.
Unfortunately, that is not the case. So what is the correct answer?
Kiki D.
So Danny with it correct first. Smiles gets it as well. And 2 negative points, unfortunately, for Melissa and Karen. And we will move on to question number 5.
Question number 5. Who was the driver of the car in which Princess Diana was killed?
We're doing good time-wise. We've got
Mhm.
7:30. We have to be done by 8. We're halfway through almost.
We had a kind of slow start. But
Yeah.
caught up.
We're kicking in. We're kicking into gear here. Once again, if you want to hang out after the show, we'll keep the meeting up and open. But we're gonna run off and watch hockey. And for those people who don't want to be on the show, you can join the meeting after the show, and you won't be streamed. So that might appeal to some people. And for anybody who wants to join the show now, I put the link back on there if anybody wants to catch. Let's see. We've got... Oh, Nico has a guess.
Baby Driver.
Yes, that's... yes, that was a documentary, that movie. That was about the person driving Princess Diana. All right, time is up. I feel like I should have just gone to the Zoom instead. That's what I should be doing. Let's see. Craig has gone with Speed Racer, the cartoon character, Speed Racer. Trey has gone with something Fayed, and nobody else has gone with something with a first name and then something. So Nico really failed Trey on this one, I feel like. All right, time's up.
Sorry, Trey. I owe you.
Let's see. We've got Dale Earnhardt, Henry Paul. Paul, says Melissa. Let's see. Septic says she's trying to hide emails from the public, so she is a pro at hiding her singing voice. Oh, I like this. Conspiracy theories. There's human trafficking happening in a pizza parlor in a basement that doesn't exist. I like it. Lewis Hamilton. Another Henry Paul. And that's it. Those are all the answers we've got.
So Trey's answer is something Fayed. You're thinking of Dodi Fayed, and that was Princess Diana's partner, who was in the car also, but not driving it.
Not driving. Okay.
He's like a son of a billionaire. He probably never drove in his fucking life.
Son of a billionaire.
Yep.
Son of a
The answer is Henri Paul.
Henri Paul.
I didn't specify that I needed first and last names, so I'm giving Melissa a point.
That seems fair. Yeah, you didn't say it out
Aw,
loud.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I was thinking Paul was the first name, but oops.
I'll never tell.
It was Paul. Thank God you.
No.
Thank God you didn't say
a
Paul.
podcast about this. I should.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was about a conspiracy theory of like who actually killed her.
Oh, a conspiracy theory podcast. Nice.
Septic
Yeah,
does.
because he wasn't supposed to be driving her, so it opens up all these, like, well, who put him in that position to drive them?
Oh.
Septic does like a good conspiracy theory, apparently.
Well, the biggest one is that it was the royal family.
Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, everyone thinks the
Seriously,
royal
don't
family's
think-
up to no good.
They don't think the queen knew about it. They think that it was yeah, her husband was the one who was pulling the strings because he was really pissed about Diana.
Philip,
Philip, yeah.
he does look the type, doesn't he?
Let's see. Nico, what
You
hockey?
just gift him like an entire branch of the military for his birthday.
Yeah.
Basically the Navy, right?
He looks like a serial killer to me.
Everyone looks like a serial killer when they get old. They get all weird and their skin start tenting across their bones.
That was my job. Oh, the Islanders are playing. Ugh.
Yeah,
Vomit.
it's the Islanders.
Murder them. Murder them with fire.
They also hurt Backstrom, so we really have to murder them.
I don't think any of those people walk off the ice today without one broken tooth.
Let's see. Speed Racer driving Mach 5 at much less than Mach 5, and then 8. What is 8? Oh, I think he said when they were playing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he probably thought. All right, have a fun time riding, Trey. Let's move
Don't
on.
take too long, Trey.
Yeah, you got to go watch some hockey. Question number 6.
Question number 6. What country is the world's largest producer of wool?
Of wool. That is tough.
I'm kicking myself that I don't know this immediately.
Ah!
Yeah, what are you doing? What is...
There's a store in DC. I'm just guessing it was some sort of Peruvian sheep wool store.
Oh, okay. That could be it. That's definitely a chance.
Liechtenstein, says Septic.
Oh, Ian has a guess.
Oh, that's much better. Bolivia.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There you
I
go.
just said that out loud.
Craig has gone with the country of Scotland.
That's a country.
They have sheep.
It's a wee tiny country.
They have them.
Very cold.
That
sheep.
has sheep.
I'm sorry.
It is
Cold,
very
wet sheep.
small, though, I feel like.
Just it's wee.
All right, I'm going over to the Zoom. That's what I'm changing to go to Zoom instead of the chat.
Wait, Mordecai roots for the Devils, right? Okay.
Yeah. And he also likes hockey.
Wales has more sheep than Scotland.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, your cats are playing
Okay.
footsies.
Oh, they're so cute sometimes. They're so cute. Yesterday, I couldn't believe I fell asleep like 5 seconds before the stream started. I was like, oh no.
Even though Mordecai and I don't root for the same hockey team, we're united in our hatred for the Islanders. That is,
Otherwise known as human garbage. But how do you feel about the Flyers?
yeah.
I hate them less than the Penguins.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
But
Penguins
you
are
love
pretty
Gritty, right?
I love Gritty. Like
Everyone loves
Gritty-
Gritty.
I mean, he's just a giant Muppet that says, fuck around and find out. I mean, it's just like,
Yeah,
I do love Gritty.
When they
I wish
announced
I could
him,
show you the sticker of Gritty I have on the back of my laptop, but that is physically impossible.
Yeah, that would be difficult. You'd need many mirrors.
I believe in you.
Always
Our
join
team
Zoom on your
names are-
phone.
If you had 2 mirrors, you could make this happen, I think.
Septic says that our team names are super weird in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
He's dressed as a rabbi and it says Gritty Shabbos.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
We've got the new weird name. Septic is a new NHL team. Is going to be called the Seattle Kraken.
Which,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
do like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Release the Kraken is like one of my favorite things to say. So
Well, yeah, I when Gritty came out, I wasn't really on board, but he's won me over with his antics.
He's just hideous.
Yeah.
he's so hideous. I love it so much. He's so Philly.
Like somebody has to love
The
him.
greatest thing about Gritty is how he rolled out in Philly, and everybody in Philly was like, "The hell were you thinking? This is awful." And then the rest of the world said, "The hell are you thinking? This is a monster." And everybody in Philly said, "You leave Gritty alone. He is a national treasure."
I don't know. When he came out, I thought like that is so hideous and ridiculous that Philly deserves it.
Yeah, that's exactly
He
how I felt.
represents the Flyers.
Okay, so I don't follow the hockey thing.
Yeah.
I totally thought you were talking about a person whose nickname was Gritty.
It's kind of a
Oh,
yeah.
now you've Googled it?
You've got to.
I have now Googled,
Yeah, you got to Google Gritty.
and I can never ungoogle.
Now
Yeah.
No.
go look up videos of Gritty.
That's a permanent choice
You
that
know
you've
what?
made.
You know what, Craig? Gritty should be the new mascot for the Orangers for our Marble Olympics because he's
Mm.
just a giant orange marble. If you believe.
Oh my
Gritty
god,
is
he's
known for
stares
tackling
just
small
right
children and
into
shooting people in the
you.
back with a t-shirt cannon. He's perfect for Philly.
Yeah.
He's so perfect for Philly. When it came out, I was like, that is a literal drawing of the city of Philadelphia, like an actual human depiction of what Philadelphia.
Personification.
I think Diana's trying to say she loves Gritty, but it's just not coming out right.
I see the heart.
Yeah, you see the heart? Is it
Okay.
didn't make it into our chat. Let's see. Trey says Paul McCartney did it. What was that? That's so far along. I'm not even sure we were talking about.
Because Henri Paul, And Melissa
Oh.
just said Paul, and then she confessed that she kind of meant it was a first name.
Gotcha.
And then Trey turned that into Paul McCartney.
Yeah, but Paul's dead, so
I
there's
got
no way it
this.
could be him. That's
Paul's
another
a walrus.
Yeah.
I don't know what the answer to this question
but he
was.
died
I don't know
after
what the
her.
question was anymore, but I hope we get to Wheel of Fated for some reason.
I was just thinking about doing a wheel of shots.
A wheel of shots. Oh my goodness. Would people be ready for a wheel of shots? Maybe we need some preparation time. Oh, wheel of beer. That would also work.
Got my seltzer.
There you go. Wheel of drinks. All right. So we got a lot of different answers here. Peru, Australia, New Zealand, Liechtenstein, Australia, Bolivia, Scotland. A lot of Australias. And so is Australia correct?
Yes.
It is. All right. Congratulations. Hopefully everybody got points and everything for that. Let's go on to question number 7. And then we'll do our wheel of shots after that.
Which military rank does James Bond hold?
What? 007.
That's
What? That's what he has. He's got a license to kill. It's not so much that he has a license, but he is bonded.
Ba-dum-bum.
It's very hard to wear glasses and these headphones at the same time.
Have you thought about contacts?
I hate contacts. I tried them once.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to hear very well.
Yeah.
So I had to do some research
Yeah.
about my discs because they have pictures and numbers. And apparently those numbers mean different things. Like beginner, I don't know. There's all these numbers on the discs.
I need
And I
some
had to
beginner
Google it.
ones. That'd be good.
Yeah. I've got one called the Queen and the King.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll show them to you.
Yeah, no, this is very exciting. We've got some that I don't know that mine have any real names to them, but they have different animals on them.
What are we talking about?
The discs for disc golf.
Oh, yeah, animals.
But I don't think they're named like the tiger. It just happens to have a tiger on it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're named like the driver and the fairway driver.
Right. They're very boring names. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. We do know that Smiles loves Gritty. Never understood mascots as well. It's interesting. They don't have any mascots in the UK? None at all. A lot of people saying none. Oh, this is interesting.
Teletubbies all mascots.
What's that? What's wrong, Ian?
Teletubbies all mascots.
Teletubbies are not mascots because they don't represent a team. But all you'd have to do is give them a job as a mascot and they wouldn't have to change at all.
Yeah, they're just not ambitious.
That's what it is.
Mascots.
So it
They're
looks
also the unofficial mascots.
who is?
Like for the Pirates during the 7th inning, they have the pierogi races.
Oh, we have the
Where-
presidents for the Nationals.
Like pierogies. Or the presidents.
But he's talking about the UK. There aren't any, apparently.
Yeah.
He
We just
seems-
have double mascots, I think is what Craig is saying.
Yeah, because the Nationals also have an actual mascot as well, don't they? Like Screech, I think it's Screech.
Yep.
Screech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the
More people know
Orioles.
the presidents than Screech.
Yeah, because I know more people might know the presidents, maybe because they were presidents, but it also but they also do have Screech. A lot of people said
they do the running of the presidents.
right. They run Screech as well, just by himself. It's really mean.
A fun fact: they have a team. Trump runs, and it's the White Nationals.
That wasn't a fun fact. That was just you being rude, but probably correct. Let's go with people said no, none. They think that maybe you're trying to trick them. Secret Agent, that's the title. I like that. That's a good guess. Grand Poobah, says Ian. Commander, Corporal, Plebe. Those are all the answers. Did anyone get that correct?
Kind of.
Okay.
Which means we might get a Wheel of Fate.
Oh, okay.
The answer is Commander in the Royal Navy.
Okay. All right. So that seems like that is the title would be Commander.
Do you think that's good enough?
I think so. Like if
Okay.
you said to someone like, you know, if somebody said, "Oh, I'm in the armed forces," and you'd be like, "Oh, what's your rank?" And you said major. Like, would they have to say in the army?
Well, if you said captain, that would be an extremely different thing in the Navy as it is in the Army.
That's true. That could be.
But still the title of captain.
Yeah, it is the title of captain. It's up to you. You're in charge.
Well, just do it.
Yeah,
Fine.
you got it?
Whatever.
All right.
Fuck it.
Sounds good. But we can go to the Wheel of Fate for drinking.
Yes.
We're going to do that? All right, here we go. Going to the Wheel of Fate! Let's see if some people need to drink. Get this party started.
Yes.
Oh, yep. Definitely looks like it.
Okay.
Seems it is Friday. That's the taps are open.
I'm just realizing that black kittens sleeping on a white background look like some sort of like crazy shadow puppets.
That's not true. That totally
Rorschach
looks.
test.
That looks
I
like.
like to chase shadows, which is really cute. I'll do this on the wall, and they just go bonkers. Like they start.
I'll be honest. I just want to find out where Nico got the picture of my parents fighting.
I was happy I caught a video of my son discovering his shadow when he was like just barely standing.
Yeah.
Oh.
They discovered we have a little like cat water fountain for them now. I don't know if it's no, it's not in the video. And they're just like fascinated by this thing, and they keep like touching it and being like, ah.
Cat Baloo loves playing in her water fountain.
All right, let's go to question number 8.
Oh,
And
big
it's
Just
stretch.
FYI,
all
I'm
stretched out,
taking
like-
a shot for Emily tonight since she's not here.
Yeah, Melissa, stepping up for Emily.
Way to take one
Nice.
for the team. What was the name of the model who stripped down to his underpants in a launderette to showcase Levi jeans?
I believe that Mordecai has caught up with my joke.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I did it in a heady way. That was
Yes, you did.
it was a little confusing for some folks.
Ooh, good guess by Karen.
Oh, Marky Mark. I like it.
I think he was still Marky Mark then.
He's always going to be Marky Mark. Don't kid yourself.
Me.
He's done a good job of reinventing himself. I would say
Good, yeah.
I think most people think of him as Mark Wahlberg, the actor, than Marky Mark, the rapper.
Marky Mark and his funky bunch.
Yeah, well, if this was him, he was showing off his funky bunch, which might be where that sack is from the previous question.
Might be.
Let's go over to the Zoom
No,
call.
we ruled out groinal region.
Oh, we did. That's right. Ah,
Oh, what was the answer to that one?
Kidney.
Kidney.
kidney. Yeah, I think you may have walked away.
Yeah, I had to do like mom stuff.
Ah, mom stuff. What are you knitting?
Now you're
speaking of
doing
mom
grandma stuff.
Now I'm doing grandma stuff. I am knitting a throw blanket for somebody who has never had who told me he has never had anything made for him.
Aw,
Oh.
Sorry, I'm crocheting.
that's very sweet of you. All
You
right.
should be friends with Craig.
Septic says I honestly laughed out loud at that. At what? I wonder.
But
What...
Please.
Craig knits. I can't knit for
Oh,
my
please.
life.
Craig crochets too.
Ooh,
Craig is
I need help.
multifaceted.
Crocheting.
I've tried crocheting like 10 times. I do everything too tight.
I can crochet like a single stitch in a long line. That's it.
That's what I do. I do it as a stress reliever, and I love it.
I can make a
knitted
scarf.
nothing.
It's the ugliest scarf you've ever seen.
And you have to wrap it around 100 times.
It's really
I
normal.
make a lot of
Wrong.
what I like to call like a cup. We put cups on it. Like that's what I do.
Coaster.
Coaster. Yeah, I make
I can
coasters.
make it wider
That's
than one stitch.
That's
Have
as
you seen
far
the-
as I get.
Have you seen the cat butt coasters?
No.
Hi, Shaggy.
Have you had
They're
enough of cat
super
butts?
simple.
All right. Well.
Uh,
So this is one of my weird discs.
Oh, that's fun. It looks like it's wrinkled. You
I
should've-
don't know what these numbers mean.
Oh, neither do I.
Yeah, we have numbers on ours too, and we ignore them. We find it.
This is the one I was told I need the most. It's the putter.
Ah, yeah. You could arguably just use that one to start off
And
with.
then-
Ah,
I don't know
yeah.
why they sent me two of the same color, because to me these are the same disc, even though they say they're different ones.
Well, the width is different. The depth of them.
Now, this one's called.
The thickness of the
I
plastic.
like the fact
Yeah.
that they made the king in pink and the queen in blue. I really dig that. I was like, that's right, gender norms. You can go fuck yourself.
Well, isn't that the way they were originally, though?
Yeah, pink used to be for boys.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. I loved it.
And then we were
I just can't
bucking.
remember if blue was for girls or not.
Yeah.
I feel like
I thought it was
Thanks.
green for girls.
She's
Yeah.
pretty badass looking though.
I feel like girls didn't get any colors back then because it was too expensive.
not true.
What?
During the Depression, flour sacks.
Which are in your kidneys.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
But since families were making clothes,
Yeah.
like women were making their own dresses from flour sacks,
Mm.
the manufacturers started putting patterns using patterned sacks so that the labeling would wash off and then women could wear their branded ish
Patterns. Cool. Is the correct answer Zoolander?
No.
No, it isn't. How about Marky Mark?
Nope.
No. Steve John.
Nope.
Those are all the ones I'm seeing.
Pablo.
No.
Okay.
I can't think of any male. Yeah,
It's Nick
male
Kamen.
models.
Nick Kamen. I am not familiar with Nick Kamen, but all right, there you go. That is that's the question number 8. Let's go to question number 9.
Who was the most recent pope to resign? The first in almost 600 years. You have to give me the name and the number. Otherwise, it's not going to be right.
Mm-hmm. Very important.
The answer is not Gunter.
Septic prefers sewing to knitting or crocheting. That is
I
good.
do as
So
well,
too.
Septic.
Obviously.
Pope Palpatine.
Palpatine, not a pope.
Karen says, the guy before the current one.
You know, that other one. I like that. The one,
He looks like Palpatine.
yeah, perhaps so.
Palpatine.
Let's see. Pope Tom Green, said Ian.
We have 8 minutes.
Yes. Melissa goes with Prius number 3. No, that's not what it says.
No.
I'm just kidding. I
Silly.
What channel is hockey on?
NBCSN.
Hockey Channel.
I don't have TV. I assume it's this channel.
You can watch it on the internet.
Yep. There's a stream on the internet you can watch. All right. So let's see. We're waiting for Facebook to catch up, but we've got Pope Benedict the 14th, it looks like. Pius.
That's 16th.
Is that 16th? Oh, 16th. Pius the 3rd. Pope Tom Green, Benedict the 16th. Kevin Hope the 2nd. Popeye the Poopy Man. The Poppy Man to the Popey Man.
Opie.
Man.
Popey Man. Why is it not Popey the Popey Man? Pope
I tried to be clever.
Popey
McPope
Oh,
McPope
yeah, then it would just be Popey the Popey Man.
Yes. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. Did anyone get it correct?
Yes.
What is the correct answer?
Benedict the 16th.
Excellent. Do people need
Is that
another?
right?
Does Danny get excommunicated if she doesn't get this question right?
Yeah, maybe.
I am Roman Catholic, so I'm already excommunicated. I'm in ministry school for another denomination. I can't get communion right now.
Oh,
That's
that's
fine.
mean.
It's the thought that counts.
They saw up for me. Although my comment is, once you retire from Pope, where do you go from there? I mean, you can't work at Walmart.
You just live in the Vatican for the rest of your life.
You know?
Yeah.
Boring. Been there.
Danny, do you even want to be communicated?
I mean, I'd like to get communion once in a while.
I'm pre-communicated.
Pre-communicated because you've never had communion.
Right. And so,
Really, never?
no, I've never had
Maybe your
communion.
mom would have taken you to some kind of church that
I
did
hear you.
communion.
I hear you can catch it because it's communicable.
That's true.
Listen, you have to go through stuff to get that communion, okay? You have to go through classes and confess shit.
Even if you're Episcopal?
Oh, if you're Episcopal, you can't get communion in Catholic Church.
Yeah, but you can get communion in the Episcopalian Church.
Yeah, but not in the Catholic Church. That's no.
Also,
I know, but that's kind of not the point I'm making.
you can also get those wafers online and just eat the crap out of them
It's true.
anytime you want.
Yes, you can.
I
Mhm.
got communion in my aunt's living room once.
Oh, that's fun.
We have a family priest. He
I-
like rocked up to the local parish and was like, "Hey y'all, we have a dying family member and we're all hanging out in this house. Can I have some communion wafers so I can do mass in the middle of the living room?" And they're like, "Yep, totally. Here you go."
Yeah, when 2 or 3 are gathered.
Yeah,
You get a bottle
That
of
was
wine
your
while it's at
thing,
it.
so you're cool.
yeah. As long as you get the wine, it's good, right?
There's like as a priest, you could just go borrow some communion wafers, and they're like, "Yep."
I saw a video like that was trying to like debunk atheism or whatever like that, and they were talking, and the guy was basically like, according to like atheism, like, is it a moral imperative for you to be kind to your neighbors and not eat them? And the guy he was arguing with, that, or he was retelling a story, said, I mean, well, not technically, right? Because there is no objective moralification,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like,
the thing about atheism. There's no moral imperatives.
right. And so he said,
But,
so-
be a good person, don't beat up the dude.
yeah. And so the guy was like, so why don't you do it? And he was like, because they don't taste
'Cause you're
good.
not a
Like,
dick.
yeah. But it was funny because I was thinking like, wait a minute, that's the yardstick you're going to use, because you're saying that you don't eat people because your God tells you not to eat people. But I know for a fact that there's a little rule in the Catholic where the Catholic faith that when you're given communion, that turns into flesh.
Yeah, you're eating Jesus.
You have to believe that it turns into flesh and blood. Like, not
Fine.
it represents flesh and blood,
No.
or look, this is a metaphor for the flesh and blood of Jesus Christ.
That's how I
No,
knew I was never a good Catholic.
they believe that it is actually the flesh
Yeah.
of God, of Jesus, and the blood of Jesus, and so they do eat people.
That was one of the times I got kicked out of CCD because we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And this transubstantiation, by the way, is what that's called.
Yeah.
And so it was like, so you're telling me that you really believe that that is the flesh of Jesus Christ? He was like, of course I do. It's the transubstantiation. And I looked my CCD teacher right in the eye and said, oh, come now. And I got kicked out of class.
All right, question number 10.
Question number 10. What is the Greek island of Kerkyra better known as?
Good question. All right, while you're doing that, we should probably go look up our shares
I've
because we're
gotten in
running
trouble
late.
so many times in CCD and got kicked out.
It's free.
It's what?
I think he said it's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy to get kicked out.
Out of class.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Even Satanists have morals.
Basically, my view of this is as long as you're
got
not
it.
going down and burning churches, I don't really give a hey what you believe in. Don't burn buildings, it's all cool. I don't burn your house, you don't burn mine. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah,
I think was it Penn Jillette that has a whole thing about atheism and the argument that without religion, people will just go around murdering whoever and however much they want. And he's like, well, yeah, I do murder as much as I want.
yeah.
And I want to murder zero.
None.
Zero amount of murdering is what I would like to do.
Mordecai, Nico needs more kitten food.
Is it the opposite? Opposite. All right.
I need more kitten food.
Nico needs more kitten food
Wait, what are you doing?
from Mordecai. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
feel like
so
you said the
Mordecai,
other.
can you bring more kitten food?
Oh,
It
okay.
says it right there.
I feel like you said it
just
the
trying to
opposite
help.
way. That was very nice of you. Mordecai has not listened to us at all, though. He's
Mordecai
still-
doesn't give a crap.
He's just hanging out there like, "Pff, you know where the kitten food is.
He's like, this kitten thing was your idea, Nico.
Why would you need more kitten food? There's another kitten right next to that kitten.
The kittens are probably chewing on Nico. And that's totally fine.
All right. So time is up. Also on Facebook. What is the correct answer?
Corfu.
Corfu. So it looks like the first person to get that was Nico.
I chose that question because the answer looked like something out of Star Trek.
Ah, that is true. Or like you tried to write colorful, but then messed it all up.
Just had a stroke right in the middle.
Danny and Smiles also got that. Congratulations. That's the whole show. We've already done the shares because we're running a little late. It's 8 o'clock already. So who is our winner?
Smiles.
Smiles is our winner. Congratulations, Smiles.
Smiles. Yay.
Congratulations.
She wasn't
It was
just...
Corfu, right? Because that was I had a play where I had to say CORFU in response to this question.
Yes, that is absolutely it.
Unknown fact, Corfu is also the ancient fighting technique of little dogs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Corgis.
Yeah, Korg Fu. All right, Septic, congratulations. We need your acceptance speech.
You just said septic.
Sorry. Smiles. Diana, we want your acceptance speech and color in the chat. Let us know that. She won because she wasn't distracted by all these people in the meeting, it seems like.
Probably.
So while we're doing that, don't forget, things are changing. Things are going to be changing. So go check out Another Wasted Group on Facebook. We're talking about how that might look moving forward. We'd love your input on it. A couple of people have already chimed in. We'd love to know what you think. We have a few kind of options there. And so yeah, go check that out. That's related to Another Wasted Hour on Facebook. You can follow us there and at Instagram at Another Wasted Hour. A Wasted Hour on Twitter. If we're ever not doing the show or anything, we'll post up there to let you know what's going on or if there's a new schedule. Usually we do the 7 o'clock every night, but that may be changing soon. So you'll probably, if you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook right now, hit that subscribe or follow button, turn on your notifications in case things change. Also, don't forget we have a podcast, which will be continuing on here at some point in the near future. There's about 140 episodes of it. It is absolutely free. You can go catch it at Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Anywhere you can get podcasts, you can probably search for Another Wasted Hour and find it. It's funny. There's really great music. There's also some trivia. So subscribe, give us a review, and some stars if the platform allows it. And we're going to have Purple tomorrow. What is our acceptance speech?
Thank you. I'd like to thank you for making our evenings fun. Heart, heart, heart. One for Keith, one for Caitlin, one for everyone else.
There you go. Everybody take your hearts and eat them. All right, so that is the show, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to go watch the Caps hopefully trounce the Islanders. And until 7 o'clock tomorrow night, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, take all of the precautions you need to do that. I'm going to once again put the meeting up in the chat. If you want to join on after we sign off, I'm going to keep the meeting up and you can have a happy hour there.
Oh.
And it'll be kittens.
Kittens.
And want to give a shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. What's that?
These are little babies.
Little baby kittens. All right, so until 7 o'clock tomorrow, what is final word of the show?
I don't even know.
Don't even know, but tomorrow we will. So we'll see you at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Bye.